Yesterday we went and got some more of these crates. Our town grocery store person, he'll save them for us. I appreciate it. They just throw them away. So if you have a small town store, ask them if they have any of these plastic crates, because a lot of times they just throw them away, and they're handy. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. The birds have really been going after my Swiss chard. Where I got the doghouse now, I dug all them up and put them in here so they can grow up and I can plant them. But the birds have just been eating them to pieces. Look at that. So they're not going to grow till I get the birds off. So Bill said, let's just put a cover on it, like that. And these holes here, he said if I put some stakes in there, then I could stake them and, you know, make them a little tighter there. But anyway, I think that will help. Give them a chance to start growing. There's a comfrey right down here. I'm going to move it. And this is a waterway. When the water comes in here, it goes over through there, and then it goes out, and then it goes that way. And so I'm going to move it out of the path of the waterway, and I'm going to use them roots for something. Removing this comfrey, when you dig it, you're breaking off roots down below, and I don't mind it. You can't never get rid of comfrey where you plant it. It just keeps coming back because its roots go so deep, picking up minerals. And I got this basket I bought from thrift store for $1. This little garden basket, I harvest and put my stuff in there, and then I put plants that I move. It's a good little basket. So I'm going to dig this up. I just noticed that this comfrey was starting to flower. I didn't know that. Look at there. Anyway, I can break this up, make wild roots from it, and plant it throughout the food forest. There's big roots. And you're still going to have roots down there, and they'll come back up. So you got to make sure when you plant this, plant it where you're going to have it forever. And you can cut pieces off this and start making more comfrey. It's so easy to do. It wants to grow. This is a big plot. I'll need to break that up. I love this comfrey. It sure helps the plants. But I'm going to give this to the chickens. I just gave them some and they were liking it. I'm up here on my tower and I can see down on the older food forest. And you can see all the willows coming out. And there's getting shade down there. And I like that. I'm really happy this year about the willows and hoping they will cool my garden. And I have my cane for a windbreak from the west. And we get dust devils and plowing into the garden, and that will help. And then I got some willows over there by the fence line. They're still young, but one day they will help from the winds from the mountains. Over here, there's my trampoline trellis, and this is my new garden. And you can see there's it's going to be sunny a lot. It's going to take a few years to get more willows in there and get them bigger. But I'm hoping this side will be a lot cooler for the plants this summer. I got some blackberries on this trellis. I got 3 of them. 1, 2, and 3. And they grow up, but they're not as good as the blackberries I have in another bed, because that bed has more comfrey in it. So what I'm going to do, I cut the comfrey back for the chickens, the leaves, and I broke this up. And you know, if you really want to, you could just break this to pieces and all the roots will grow. But I'm going to keep some of them whole like this and plant them next to the blackberries to help them grow. They'll feed and take care of the blackberry. This is the one last fall. This is the one. What happened, a vine like this, it crawled and crawled quite a ways, and it found a comfrey, and it stuck its stem in the ground right next to the comfrey. And this is it. That's the baby. This come up away from the comfrey, and this is what I get. This has a massive root on it, and this has a long taproot. So this is outgrowing this one real fast, just because of the comfrey. The comfrey was taking care of it. Anyway, that's what I'm going to do. Each one of these blackberries, I'm going to plant a comfrey by it. And over by the fence, I'm going to plant some comfrey by that fence line. And then when it comes up, the chickens just stick their head through there and eat on the comfrey through the summer. And one side will grow and then one side will get ate from the chickens. But it's chicken food. And I got lots of comfrey and I got lots of roots. These roots are really remarkable. You can break that off. Oh! And it'll grow a comfrey. It just don't take much at all. So if you get some comfrey, sooner or later, like I did, you can start planting them all over the place. Dig them up and get the little roots. Or you can plant bigger roots like that. Or you could just plant the whole thing there. And that'll come up pretty big real fast. So that's what I'm going to do today, is get this comfrey around them blackberries. You can see I got willows coming up, and I'm happy about it. I'll let them get bigger and I'll chop and drop them. Some of them I'll just let it get bigger so they can cool the garden, the ground. And some people might say, oh, well, that looks messy. There's some willows there. But I love willows in our garden. I'll let some get big, and then some for chop and drop. I'll leave their roots, and they'll get up pretty big, chop them, and they'll come right back up. And they got root hormone in them that feeds the food forest. And so they help take care of the food forest like the comfrey. Both of them working together, it makes a healthy food forest. I got my comfrey planted, and over there I just have to water it and pick up these leaves and feed them to the chickens. And I got my boys out here, Tiger and Toby. They always like being with me. And it's comfortable out here, listen to the chickens and the birds. It's pleasant. So now I gotta go feed the chickens. The chickens are getting excited because I got some comfrey here. I got this little hole in the fence. Yeah. And there they go. There you go, girls. Guineas. There you go. A guinea took off with it. Another guinea got it. That's funny. I didn't even know they liked comfrey. keep away from the chickens. Run. Duck will get you. That's funny. Now, to go feed them. Everybody's waiting. They see me with some greens. Hey, are y'all ready for comfrey too? Well, there's my comfrey stash. And I better go feed them. I'm coming. My hollyhocks are really growing. Comfrey's really growing. And I just noticed that this one's getting flowers on it too. And the bees are going to like that. Boy, everything's coming up good. I appreciate you coming by and watching Out West Homestead. Bye.